Ollie, firstly, defeat on Friday, but at this stage of the season, it's about kind of dusting yourself down and bouncing back, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you can't really rue it for too long. Every game, pretty much from now on into the end of the season, is going to be like a cup final. So we just got to park it. Like we looked at where we went wrong when we came on Monday, and then we were swiftly on to the next thing because, like you said, the next game's the biggest game. So yeah.
And it shows a lot about kind of the direction that this team are going and the fact that we're at this stage of the season and we're talking about, like I said, every game's a cup final from here to kind of be exactly where this club wants to be.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, those are the kind of games we as players want to be playing in, and it's also the kind of games that fans want to see. So, so it's really good that we've seen that growth this season, and ultimately we want to realise that. So, that starts with Worcester on Wednesday. It starts with Bath on Saturday, and then we move on thereafter. But that is our sole focus at this stage. Those two games.
And looking ahead to Bath, it's always a big game. It's the local rivalry. Does that add a little bit of extra excitement going into that?
Oh, 100%. I mean, just walking around, Gloucester and Cheltenham, I've had so many people come up and say, "Oh, I'm coming on to the Bath game. I can't wait for it." And there's a lot of sort of local kudos that comes with whoever wins that game. So it's a very historic fixture, and we know that always adds a bit more spice. But in this instance, it's primarily about the significance of the game, and we've got to be sharp on the day. Like Bath have been playing well in sort of the last couple of weeks, so we've got to be respectful of them as well and their threats, and just really bring it on Saturday.
And it's also an important day for the players in terms of its Restart Rugby weekend. Talk to us a little bit about why the Restart charity is important to the players and the club as a whole. Yeah,
I mean, so Restart Rugby is an absolutely massive week. We only get it once a year, and it's the obvious things where Restart helps is obviously for players after rugby, but it's also for players that are currently playing. That maybe they've got issues off the pitch, like personal issues or injuries that mean they have to have tricky conversations about where their career is going to go, and that's where Restart really comes in and to help support players. So it's been massive, and I've seen a lot of guys at Gloucester and other clubs being supported by Restart. So you can't underestimate how valuable it is, and it's just vital that we keep sort of making sure Restart is there to help players, both playing and those that have retired.
And Restart will be here in the ground collecting money and collecting donations on Saturday, and I'm sure you're looking forward to hearing the roar from that crowd as well.
100%. So like a Saturday King's home against Bath, it doesn't get better. It really doesn't get better. It was quite a good video that World Rugby put out with Max the Heath touring the shed, and like that just made you kind of feel so inspired. Like some of the characters in there, and like how much it means to them. Like there was one gentleman that talked about like King's home and like this really being his home, and he like you could tell he genuinely meant that. I think he even had a shed on his hat, which is just unbelievable. So it's for the people like that really, this is such a big part of their lives. We wanna just freaking rip into it and do it for them. And likewise, I'm sure they'll all be behind us, because like it is a cliche, but it is like having an extra man. So no, I'm very excited, and obviously that added aspect of it being a Restart week, it makes it even more important. We want to raise as much money as we can for Restart and give people a spectacle.
Thanks, Ollie. Good luck at the weekend.
Cheers.